Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is time. We have Hero Tracker, but before that I want to say thank you for subscribing because we are currently less than 2,000 subscribers away from 10K, which, if I'll be honest, is really the only goal that I've been thinking about for the last 2 years. I don't know what I'm going to do if I ever hit 10K or get past 10K. I don't know what the future holds, but if you want to come along for whatever that ends up being, then you should subscribe right now if you're not. And if you are, thank you. I like you. Keep being awesome. Second, we will be summoning on the legendary Claude banner tomorrow. I'm actually doing it today, but it'll be live tomorrow. And I may be live today and tomorrow for live streams. So there's more stuff coming. Why wouldn't you subscribe anyway? But why do you unsubscribe? Because I want to use YouTube stories. I don't know what they are, but I want them. Help me. Anyway, we're going to check out the Hero Tracker here, and this time around, I'm going to include the stuff from remix banners as well. I didn't do that last time because they weren't a thing. And so when the remix banner hit, I was like, I don't know where this belongs. So in the video description, I'm going to include a link to another community poll. I did one a long time ago, but it was kind of like split. It was like 60-30 either way. And so since I figured if you watching this Hero Tracker video have any input or say, you should vote as to whether or not you want the remix tracker separate or combined to the end of month Hero Tracker video like it's going to be here. I would rather, I think, do them separately because that would help my mind not be blown away. But if you have a strong feeling one way or another, let me know and you can comment on the poll as well. So yeah, all right, that's all the gobbledygook out the way. Thank you for bearing with me. All right, so let's talk. Boom. March is here. Actually, we'll go ahead and tackle both March and April together because nothing changed. Those are exactly the same. March and April are just what they were last month. Nothing has changed. We are still in the pit of red desire. There will be no new red mythic hero next month. There may be a blue one. And then everyone's going to instantly say, Freyr! It's not going to be Freyr. Sorry to burst your bubble. It's not him. And if I have to eat my words, I'll eat my words because I see Freya down there as well. So it's probably going to be green. Anyway, we have Erica, we have Marth, we have Reagan. Reagan's making a reoccurrence. If you want more Reagan in your life, this is your chance to get it. Lucina's holding down blue by herself, but that's okay because if you saw the prediction video a couple days ago for this current legendary banner, which was definitely not Micaiah, like I thought, thank God, I'd be poor. I'd take out a second mortgage on a house I don't own just to get a +10 legendary Micaiah. We have a lot of 5-star blue heroes left. Like a lot. Like we have a surplus of blue 5-star exclusive units in the normal pool that have not shown up on these banners yet. So that's why I'm pretty confident in telling you that the Mythic in March is definitely not blue because they are hurting for filler as it is. Green and colorless are kind of similar, but I could see them kind of popping Shamir back into green, even though she was on the Hero Fest banner. And then I guess Sarah's really the only option for colorless at this point. Maybe we'll get 2 colorless units back to back. Maybe that'll happen. Mythic colorless is kind of like an easy gimme, so they may in fact do that. But Lucina's there solo. She'll be joined by 2 5-star normies for sure. I almost guarantee it, maybe kind of. Edelgard and Freya are back in green, so if Freya doesn't make it through the Hero Rises gauntlet far enough for you, it's okay, don't worry. She's right here. She'll be here next month. And you get an Edelgard, so I'm sure everybody will be happy about that. And then Corrin, who is also in the current running for Hero Rises voting gauntlet, she will also be back next month. So if she doesn't make it through, no harm, no foul. And I think, is it Freya versus Corrin? Is that who it is? I think that's who's fighting against who. Hold on. Let me look. Let me see. I have to know. Yes, I think that's true. 4 versus 5, the way a proper bracket ought to be. Yeah, so, you know, if one of them loses, no matter what, you get them next month. I guess that's a win-win. And then Bramimond is also there in colorless. Hooray! I strongly feel, or strongly felt rather, that the Mythic in March would be colorless, because I thought very strongly that the Legendary in February would be green, but that's not what happened. So maybe it'll happen next month. Maybe we'll do a little swapsies. I don't know. April. Let's talk April. April, we have a slot open for everybody. Saros is here. That's exciting. So if she doesn't make it through Hero Rises, which honestly, I don't see that not happening, she'll be here for April at your earliest convenience. So don't be too upset if she gets beaten round 1. Maybe she won't. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Either way. Red, blue, green, colorless. All good options, really. Everything is pretty much open. So we have Mira, and I think this is Lilina's first reappearance? This is her first reappearance? She came out a little while ago. Not like that long ago, but pretty recently. Then we have Chrom, and as I said, Saros in blue. Thracier, Silica green, Air, and Duma in colorless. Hooray! Let's get into some new stuff now. May. Most notably, you'll notice Claude down there, but Triandra is back as well. So don't be too upset. Triandra is also here, so yay. Triandra's here. She's back from this current banner, as is Claude. Your next shot at Claude is going to be in May, so if you don't want to wait that long, getting now, I guess. May is also notably the Bride's month, which historically has had a lot of flyer options, similar to what we have in March with bunny banners. So, since Claude is a flyer, not that you want to probably give him other skills, but that option is there. We have father and son duo, Ellawood and Roy in red. We have double dancing terror of legendary Azura and Peony in blue. And as I said, Triandra in green, Claude in colorless. Could be anybody's bag there. We don't know what it is yet. Doesn't really matter. June. Ho ho. Hell is back, as is Leaf, so that's exciting. Looks like a good banner, I guess. I feel like Alm and Leaf have been together in the colorless pool on legendary banners a lot, and this is no exception. They just bro out together. I don't know. Bo bros. What's to say? June is going to be a legendary month, as it is. And we've got Plumeria and Lif in red. And then we have Yulia in blue. Hell is back in green. And then, as I said, the Bo Boys are back for some colorless fun in June. Nothing really to talk about there. July. Hello. New Mythic. What's good? Seliph is here. Dimitri is here. Yoon is here. With a Y, not a J. Because I know that might be confusing based on how I pronounce Yulia. And Mila is also here. So July is kind of a fun month. There's usually a lot happening in July because that's the second portion of summer. June is the first. And then we July is this fun month where there's usually like some kind of summer fest thing going on, either partway or just beginning, and then we're ramping up into August, which is the half anniversary, and that's when Braves and everything happen. So July is this very interesting month where if they're gonna bait you to spend a bunch of orbs on something, it's gonna be this. Last year, it was beach houses, and when I say beach houses, I mean summer 3 houses. But the beach houses crew was there, and all of the fan service, and there was just a lot going on. And then, of course, we had the Braves happen in August, which this is what August looks like. Slightly barren. That's probably okay. That's probably okay. And we're going further and further out, so it's naturally going to get a little less depleted than it normally might be. So that is what it is. But, Sothis, Naga, got a little, goddess thing going on. Dragon goddess thing happening. I'm sad that Mila is not in August. That would have made just so much more sense, but it's fine. It's whatever. She didn't get invited. Doesn't matter. Her feelings aren't hurt. September. It's a Mythic month. Because it is. It's hard to believe that we're already so far out that we're in September already. Like, it's genuinely bizarre that we're this far out. But here we are. We're thinking about September, and it's not even March yet. Hareed, Altina, and Tiki are back. I'm not going to say that there's reason to pull on these older units like Hareed and Tiki, but they're probably going to be put into remixes like in a year or less. So that might be something to kind of think about. Because if you remember, some of the original 8 legendaries, some of them kept getting pushed out. I think it was Ike. And they just kind of kept moving the goalpost every single time. Then a new banner would come up and they'd be like, Ike was scheduled, but now he's going to be here. And then Ike was supposed to be here, but now he's going to be there. And then they were just like, oh, by the way, this Ike guy and like 7 of his friends, yeah, we don't know when they're coming back, so stay tuned. And that's basically how remix banners happened like months later. I feel like Hareed and Tiki are going to fall into that category as well relatively soon, along with some other semi-older legendaries. So I don't want to say that you should pull on them for the current legendary mythic banners, but the rates and stuff are kind of better in the remix, and also you know what they're getting revised to. So I don't want to say it's a bad idea to pull on older stuff right now, but it kind of is. So I wouldn't do it unless you really, really, really like the character. There are times when I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to invest in the Lynn lottery because I know IS is going to make her really, really good when they remix her. So I didn't really care if I got her last time in the remix. You might be feeling the same way with these. There's nothing wrong with that, but just be aware. We never know what's happening until it happens, and sometimes it's not that stellar. So I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know because I care about you. Darn it. All right, let's talk remix real quick. There's not a whole lot to cover on remix. Alrighty. So first of all, our TBDs. We don't know what's happening with them. Really, they just kind of exist in the aether out there. Ryoma, Ephraim, Gunthra. Gunthra I'm most excited about. I think they're going to do something really cool with Gunthra. Ryoma, I have a +9 legendary Ryoma. I never actually went for him, I don't think. Maybe to get 1 copy for funsies. But he has shown up and just rickrolled me on so many red legendary mythic banners. When I was trying to get somebody else, he would just consistently pop up and it would bum me out pretty hard. But maybe they'll make him good, and maybe I'll regret merging all of those things, because I remember specifically saying, it's Ryoma, what does he have to fodder? Let's just merge him. And I feel like those are going to be a man's last words. Mine, specifically. Alright, so those are our TBDs. We don't know when they're coming back. May. 2 months from now. February, March, April, May. That is odd, right? That seems weird. Feels weird. And I'll point out that we also have words in July. And then we've also got words in September. So May, June, July, August, September. So every other month. Except we're skipping 2 months right now. And I don't know why. So I'm thinking, this is my assumption, okay? I think what they might do is they'll do another remix next month. You following me? So a March remix. And then they're going to add basically Ryoma, Ephraim, Gunthra into these 3 months or further out beyond. But I feel like these are going to pop up every other month. And I think what they're going to do is back-to-back remixes. So the one we had in February, the one we'll eventually have in March, I think. And then May, July, September, November, January, March. And then the whole thing can start all over again. That's my assumption. I think they're going to be every other month. Don't hold me to that necessarily. but I think they're going to be working in opposites of double specials, because double specials were happening every other month too, right? But we literally just had one this month. We just had one of these this month, but I feel like that was partly to kind of introduce it with the anniversary stuff, because that was like a really big thing. The 4-star specials and then the Hero Remix banners, those were really good things that they announced, and they were very beneficial to the game and players in general, no matter what. So I feel like they really just wanted to do that for the anniversary, and I think to get us back on track now, they'll probably introduce the 3 TBDs in March, and they'll have like a mess of other 5-star units with them. It'll probably be good bang for buck, so just be aware of that. And then we'll start going every other month starting in May. But yeah, Robin, like the fact that Robin is solo in May more or less tells me that we're definitely getting something in March. Very strong feelings about that. And then some of them might show back up in May. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's really confusing that like, how do you have a legendary hero remix banner when there's one legendary hero, man? How does that happen? The alternative, of course, is you have Ryoma, Ephraim, Gunthra show up in May with Robin, and then you just kind of skip 2 months with no hero remix banners at all. Also a possibility. But given that what we have here, I'm feeling pretty confident that one of those two things is going to happen. So yeah, budget appropriately, I guess. There are some things coming up that you'll want to spend orbs on if you're into the spring banner, where they normally focus on cavalry and flyer units. Something that you'll want to think about in March if something comes back then. Vice versa, we've got just the craziness that is June, July, and August. So buckle up for that. It's gonna be insane. But yeah, the remixes are cool. I'm a fan. I'm glad that they're doing those. And like I said, Lin Lottery, man, I'm in on it. I'm in it. Like, it's like holding Dogecoin. You just do it. Hope for the best. But that is it. That's pretty much what we've got here. If you want to have a shareable version, or just something you can download and hold tangibly, I have graciously made these 2 charts for you. I will be sharing them on Twitter a little bit later. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll get the notice. If you're in Discord, I will post the Twitter link in our Discord, so you can grab it there. Or, you know, whenever I post them on Twitter, probably shortly after this video goes live, I will update the description with the link to that as well. So these are all the things that you can get if you want to just hold on to them. And I may in the future work some way to make them all in one solid thing, but I feel like that would get confusing with open slots availability and whatnot. So I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But anyway, that's it. That's this. This is the Hero Tracker. Welcome. Thank you. You are welcome. We'll be summoning tomorrow. Probably going to be streaming a bit today. Probably going to be streaming a bit tomorrow. Sunday, I don't know. I may just take that day for myself because, gosh darn it, I've earned it. And that's all there is to it. But that is it for me right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. And until then, I will catch you next time.